Link, and it's time for secret number 4. Rule number 4 for excellent English speaking. You learned 3 powerful ones already, and just using those 3 really going to help you in English speaking. And enjoy learning English a lot more, but as I said, in full system, you really should learn all 7, so let's learn number 4 today. Secret number 4 is learn deeply. Learn deeply. What do I mean by that? What have the wide, shallow, thick water. Shallow water is like this. Deep water like ocean, very, very deep. So when we're talking about learning something deeply, it means you totally learned it and mastering. That's Ray quote from Garrington. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Means to be very skillful, very great at something. You get repeated so many times. We're talking about here. Learning something deeply, totally, completely. Once again, it's the opposite of what happened in school in most English class. What happened in normal English class? The normal English school, traditional way of learning, you go very, very fast, right? The lots of present to keep going, learning more and more. Right, you have finished the textbook. Every teacher feels some pressure to finish the textbook and the correct time. We have to finish the textbook this year, so next year we can do the next textbook. We finish book number 1, do quickly, so this next year we can do book 2. It will be terrible, must finish number 1 this year at the idea they have. Totally crazy and long. So here what happened? Every week, every 2 weeks, you're learning something new in your English class. New grammar, for example. So we learn the past tense, and then 2 or 3 later, learning the present perfect. And a few later, learning the future. That is crazy. There's no way you can master and truly learn a past tense, for example, in just a few weeks. Even just a couple of months, not possible. More and more and more. The course, all of the vocabulary is more and more. Every week, another huge list of work to memorize. Or faster. So what happened, of course? I study all the stuff for the test. Memorize this text. Maybe you get a good grade, maybe you don't. And after the test, you forget a lot of it, right? You never learned it deeply. You just memorize short term, and you forget a lot. Or maybe you remember it, but you can't use it. I know you know in the past that I know you studied this, but you always use it correctly? No. No, still make mistake because you never learn the past tense deeply. I have no problem with past tense because a genius know. Of course, because learn English as small child and master the past tense. How did I do? How did I learn so deeply? A lot of repetition. My parents didn't try to teach me the present perfect or something. When I was very small, no, I heard the past tense again, and every single day, hundreds of times a day, thousands of times a day, until the past tense was so deeply in my mind, I didn't need to think about it anymore. I don't need to think about that totally automatically. That is deep learning. That's what you need. You need to slow down and totally learn what you were studying, what you are listening to. You need to completely mastering, know it deep inside. not just know it. In the brain, the same vocabulary. You might know a word. By asking the meaning, you can tell me the meaning. But can you use it instantly in a conversation or real conversation? If I say it in the conversation, you do instantly or automatically understand it completely. If not, you have not learned it deeply. Now beginning to understand why you have a problem with English speaking. You may think you know a lot of grammar and vocabulary, but most of it you do not know deeply. It's not automatically. You think about it. So you change the way you learn. Once again, another secret number something else. You need to change about the way you learn English. Now, the most basic way to do that is to do the opposite of school. Instead of hurry, straight and go fast. New chapter all the time. I want to do opposite. I want you to do slowly. For example, when you buy our lesson, I will tell you that each lesson set have maybe 4 or 5 connected lessons about same topic. I want to tell you, you must study the one lesson set at least 10 days to 2 weeks. Maybe even more, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 months for a lesson set. Why? Because I want to repeat that lesson every single day. Because listening with your ear, so what to do? Go to listen to each of the last about an hour totally. Every day you listen to them, maybe 1, maybe twice a day. The next day you listen to the same audios again, and the next day the same audio again. For 10 days, 14 days, for 21 days. More if necessary. It's not a race. Don't need to hurry. No one to read totally, completely, learn it, know it deeply, automatically. And of course, the way we design our lesson, there are also a lot of repetition in the lesson. So such say 4 or 5 different audio next set. Each of the audio is using some of the same vocabulary, a lot of the same grammar. So we hear it in one situation, when you hear it another audio, when you hear it phonetically, another series, here is same thing but different situation. So that's not boring. It's getting repetition. So you're going to start to learn vocabulary and grammar much more deeply. That's how our system is designed. Very, very important. So, here's the thing. You have to do a lot of repeating. Focus on repeating a lot. And doing a small marathon instead of reading 20 books, 1 book, slowly about audio. Instead of listening 50 audio or watching 20 movies, pick 3 audios. I listen to them every single day, the same audios. For 7 days, 14 days, 20 days, whenever. Lots of repetition. Then the phrase will go into the mind deeply. The grammar getting in it. You need to think about it. All the new vocabulary, if it's easy, new vocabulary, it gets there. All this thing go deeply each time you listen until it become automatic. You don't need to translate. You don't need to think about it. Pop out your mouth. That is the power of deep learning. It never stop. I'm still hearing every single day this past tense in English. So on where I'm getting more repetition, it never stop on the same line. It's never ending. Same for you. It never stop, but you listen to funny and interesting things. So repetition is funny, interesting. Focus on textbook, school, grammar. Of course, repetition difficult because it's pain and boring. But or lesson, the funny, crazy, interesting, so easy, repeat it. 7 days, 14 days, 20 days, not a problem. And go on, you can find the other interesting audios here. Secret number 4, rule number 4, very, very important. Learn deeply. Repetition is the mother of skill. Learn deeply. Alright, see you tomorrow for secret number 5. Have a great day. Bye bye.